I don't. Ugh.
Keep going.
It's me, Bridget, the gay boy.
I hate this.
How low are we gonna go with these stories?
We're writing fan fiction for Bridgett the Octoling. I don't know how lower we can get.
Why did you change it to Comic Sans?
My name is Princess Bridgett Boxlet. Views Bridgetter the 8th, but you can just call me Bridget. I'm 14 years old. My favorite color is canary yellow, and my favorite food is haggis.
Definitely not a normal choice of favorite food.
It's canon now. There's no going back.
Who's editing Vic Villa into the...
Don't question it. Let's do this.
It's time for school. That was Marina, or as I like to call her, Mamina. Me no go to school. I, Bridget said, in an effort to be relatable to my 13-year-old fan base. Bridget, we talked about this. If I let you have another day off school, the local council is going to investigate our household for signs of child neglect.
It's canon. It's
As
canon.
they should.
Oh no.
I didn't need to get changed because I never change out of my Octoling armor.
Yo, my name is Pearl, and I'm here to say I hope my daughter has a wonderful day.
Just stop. I told her.
Oh shoot!
Is that a profanity?
Alright.
There we go. The round of applause, everybody.
Pearl flipped me off before throwing me a piece of toast.
This is the worst household
No,
ever.
it's an anime.
I'm going to play Just Dance on the Wii, totally ignoring the fact that I didn't lock the front door, so we were probably going to get robbed.
It's
At
they're
last,
billionaires, it's fine.
I stood there for a few minutes, making sure I look like the anime protagonist that I truly was. And then a giant robot attacked the school.
That escalated so quickly.
Oh, dang! I said, Willis not making any effort to escape the giant robot attacking the school. This was because
I'm
I'm
actually
the
tearing
protagonist. Then I got killed by the light.
Wrote my name all over this one, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, you wrote
Probably for
Bridget.
Okay. Bridget story. Bridget the Octoling was just a little girl and said, "Is this the big
Is that-
eggplant I've heard from the PS Tomb Raider game?"
That makes so little sense that I feel like it's a JoJo reference.
That's not how it works.
Is that a
Can I
JoJo?
reply with the illiterate one?
She then mined the apple with a pickaxe she found in Fortnite. Meta Knight came out of the eggplant to find that hecking fourth Chaos Emerald.
This is not even. We don't even censor it.
Bridget hears a bunch of murdering
What
from
does
inside
murdering
in
sound like?
It's so horrible.
Are you ready, kids? We're gonna read this fun educational story. The students in Mrs. Vasco's class have just finished arriving. I want to hold Mrs. Vasco's hand, but not have it be weird.
Wait, time out. Doesn't Mrs. imply that she's already married?
Wait a sec.
Hold
In
on.
theory,
Okay,
Vasco
so-
was already married. Maybe start with a pickup line. Gin Jam, pretty stupid as usual, responds. Are you a super sea snail? Because I want to feed you to my father. Tries out the word. Shut up, kids. Class is about to start.
Oh look, Vasco divorced. Now it's Miss Vasco.
Oh wait, that's
Today, the class is learning about, I don't know, math or something, it doesn't really matter. The class skillfully gets Senorita Vasco off topic and they start theorizing who Janitor Grizz really is. Just then, a lockdown is called because of reported steel eels on the streets. Little Bridget acts very scared. Vasco doesn't give a demonetized word and ignores her soft vemoing. What does that mean? Mistress Vasco
Everyone.
gets bored and squids out under the door, somehow, leaving Alpha Star in charge of the class. Alpha Star, who works at Disney Channel, is asleep because it's only 9 AM and he's on Pacific time. And the smell of bird tentacle is strong. Bridget somehow reaches out to touch Vasco and then poof, the nuke lands. A communication error has occurred. Why do all of them end with Bridget dying?
Oh, I can confirm that mine does as well.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one because I want to read some. It was
It's
but a
beautiful
normal day.
outside.
Sun was shining.
Birds are singing,
birds were
flowers
singing.
are blooming.
The list was
On days like this,
Bridget
kids
Leah.
like you.
She walked through the plaza until suddenly Gloria Borgia came out of nowhere and pulled out a lightsaber. Time to die, Bridget! Shouted PewDiePie as he spun in circles, flailing his arms uncontrollably. Not so fast, Felix, says a voice in the distance. Suddenly, Sanic appeared, and he stabbed PewDiePie, then default danced on his dead corpse. Bridget was amazed. Also, I'm gay and vegan, said Sonic. Suddenly, Thanos snapped, and Sonic died. Bridget began to cry. Then guess who came today? It was Mercy from Overwatch. Little did Sonic know, this would set in motion a chain of events that would lead to Herobrine spawning into Inkopolis. We must all fight Herobrine. Gather all your forces. Sonic forces, roll credits. Sonic shouted. Within 5 milliseconds, Tails the Fox, and the entire cast of friends, Yoshi, Uganda Knuckles, Zelda, SpongeBob, Batman, Bill Cosby, Hermione Granger from Fortnite, Darth Vader, Michael Phelps, Octo, and Peter Griffin had all appeared, prepared to fight here.
Like the other.
I have come to kidnap Bridget, Herobrine exclaimed. Boxy said Bridget. Anyways, I'm vegan, Sonic said. Immediately, SpongeBob activated his laser cannon, but it was reflected by Herobrine, making SpongeBob die. I'm vegan. Have you tried yoga? Said Sonic. Octo Boy ate a croissant, but Herobrine had been smart and poisoned it, so Octo Boy died. He turned into Eminem Danny DeVito. It was the furry Steve. Steve pulled out his AK-47 and did an epic trick shot, killing Herobrine. Foxley said Bridget. And she became gay, but also a werewolf. Now we can get married, said Steve to Bridget as they kissed. Then they died.
Okay, hold up.
There we go. All better.
Thank you.
Oh, also, my story is 420 words. It was a normal day, like any other for Bridget. Hey, who's copying my story? She got up, annoyed Vian for a few hours, and then went back to explore the square. It's only been a few months since her escape from the underground, but she's already met many great friends. On her quick walk from Vian's cafe to the clothing store where she liked to try and steal from,
Wow.
she spotted Vicvillion, who sounded strangely like Mamina, mashed ploys, and at least 8 people holding signs above their head complaining about people not jumping onto the tower. Okay, that's oddly specific. As normal, she grabbed the nearest thing from the entrance and tried to run, and as normal, the security jellyfish outside threatened to call 101010 for the police to come. While doing this, she managed to stumble into an alley she has never seen before, along with a weird clicking boxy, sounding almost like an alarm clock.
I wonder what's in the box.
Knowing she could never let a rare boxy get away from here, she picked it up and started to head towards Aunt Pearl's house. She put the box in and left without a second thought.
This is what is called foreshadowing.
Context clues, guys. You managed to get Pearl and Marina's names out of the headline, along with an image of what looked sort of like Pearl's mansion, just much more destroyed and on fire. Thinking about how awesome it was that they're on the news yet again, Bridget heads upstairs to sleep.
Only fanfiction in which Bridget lives.
She did not
A
die,
place.
but she's
Bridget either dies or kills multiple people.
so this is the least violent one, the one where Bridget shoplifts and then
Doesn't make her sound like she has a good reputation.
blows up her aunt's house and goes to sleep with
Was
them.
Bridget not in jail for mainly arson, but also frequent shoplifting?
I like to think these are all part of the same story, just in different orders. I already hate how this starts. Perfectly normal Hattie Haddle making memes in his basement. He did this day in, day out, with his father, Cappy Capper, entirely supporting him. One day, Hattie Haddle decided to leave the house for entire weeks at a time. Cappy realized that something was wrong with his son, decided to question him about this Bridgett character he's been meeting up with. Oh no.
I don't think she's real.
I'll do
Hattie,
the
Hattie.
yes, Papa, I guess. Yes, Papa!
Meeting up with people from different franchises and not telling me.
Papa!
Telling lies.
Papa!
Take me where you disappear every week then.
Bridget was waiting for Hattie. She wasn't quite expecting Hattie to bring his dad along with him quite soon for a first date. Oh my wa, moi shindobu.
That's the whitest I've ever heard anyone pronounce that word.
Wait, is that blue one called Anonymous Squall?
Bum bum bada.
But,
Squirrel
X-Files theme plays.
yeah, Hattie's dad, Cappy, ate Bridget.
No, he captured Bridget.
Oh, he captured.
That makes it sound worse, not gonna lie. I don't. Ugh.
Keep going.
It's me, Bridget the gay boy. It's Bridget on a 4chan. I literally see nothing unusual about Bridget's behavior. Hattie realized that Bridget might accidentally destroy the entire plaza or hurt herself.
Just let her.
Hattie turned to the Off the Hook studio and instantly got on the news where he became a Splatoon 2 special weapon or something gratifying. I don't know. You write the story.
He did.
Then they died. Round of
Yeah.
If Viantastic sees this, what's the moral of the story?
Everyone hates Bridget apparently.